Okay, so welcome to our next series of Pilates exercises. We hope you've enjoyed the other videos that we've done so far. We've got a few more weeks left, so if you've got any requests, any suggestions of anything you'd like us to cover over the next few weeks, then please send us a message and we'll see if we can add in those exercises for you. So today we're going to do some of my favourite mobilising exercises with a little bit of tummy and bottom strengthening added in as well. So as most of you know, I'm walking the Yorkshire Three Peaks 25-mile walk in 12 days time. So these are exercises that I've done over the summer to help strengthen my tummy and my glutes for walking, and also to help mobilise my back. So I felt quite stiff, I think, carrying a backpack, and I felt quite stiff. So these are ones that I have done regularly over the summer. I probably haven't done them all in one go, but I've done some quickly in the kitchen while the tea's cooking, or when I sit down in the evening, or quickly before I go to bed. I always do some roll downs just before I get into bed at night. So I hope you find these useful. You could do them on their own as a series of exercises on their own, or you could do them as a warm-up before you do one of the other sessions of exercises, or you could do it as a cool down. So I hope you find it useful. Okay, so we're going to start in standing. So standing up in our rest position. So our feet are hip width apart, even with your weight bearing. So thinking about the base of your big toe, your little toe and your heel. Your knees are soft, so your knees are just off lock. Of course, you're in your neutral position, you're open across your chest, just lift it slightly through your breastbone, and you're thinking tall through the whole spine, so lengthening the spine up towards the ceiling. I'm going to start with some chest opening, so a really nice way to open the chest, mobilise the shoulder and the upper back. So you're taking a breath in, breathing out, engage your centre, you're floating your hands up to shoulder height, just relaxing the shoulders, take a breath in, breathing out, you're opening your arm back behind you, turn to look towards your hand, take a breath in as the arm comes back to the front, taking the opposite arm out, looking towards your hand as you breathe in and coming back to the front. So you're mobilising the chest, you're keeping your pelvis pointing forward, and you can reach the arm back behind you as far as you feel comfortable. So you might feel a gentle stretch through the front of the shoulders, and you might feel this between your shoulder blade. Coming into your last one. So this time we're taking the movement into a full circle. So you're taking your breath in, breathing out, you're lifting your hand up. Watch your hand as you circle the arm round. Opposite side, so lift the hand up and then circle the arm round. And you can reach as much as you feel comfortable, or keep the arm a little bit softer, depending on what feels right for you. With this, you can move your hips, move your pelvis. So let the whole movement flow. So you're not staying too rigid. We'll do one more on each side. Breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out and breathing in. Of course, finishing with your arms in front, and then dropping the hands back down. Okay, we're going to come into our roll down. So feet are still hip width apart, your knees are still soft. You're still in your neutral spine position and you're thinking tall. Take a breath in, breathing out, connect your centre. You're then dropping your chin towards your chest. Let your arms hang in front of you. As you mobilise down bone by bone, your arms are hanging in front of you, your head's relaxed, you're coming down as low as feels comfortable for you. Hang in that stretch at the bottom. Just taking a couple of breaths there. Then when you're ready, you're engaging through your centre, sliding your sitting bones down towards your heels, restacking the spine bone by bone, letting the shoulders drop down and lengthen back up into standing. We'll do the same again. So breathe in, breathing out again. You're dropping your chin down. Just breathing nice and gently as you go down. You're just going down as low as feels comfortable to you, just working into some stiffness. You're not pushing into pain. Holding at that stretch at the bottom. Probably feel it stretching through the back of your legs. Just breathing gently. And then engaging through your centre again, sliding your sitting bones down towards your heels, restacking the spine bone by bone, and lengthen back up into standing. We'll just do one more, then we're going to come down onto the floor. So you're taking a breath in, breathing out again, dropping the chin down. And again, just take your time to roll down. Hanging in that stretch at the bottom. And then when you're ready, you're bending your knees and coming down onto your back. So I'm just using a folded up towel today for my head cushion. So you're coming onto your back. Lying down in your rest position, of course, your feet are hip width apart. You're in your neutral spine position. Hands are down by your side and your chest is nice and open. And we're going to start with our hip twist just to warm up our core muscles. So yes, we're mobilizing, but we still want to remember about our core muscles. So just going to do a couple of hip twist ones just to wake our core muscles back up. So you're taking a breath in, breathing out, your center's connected. You let your right knee fall out to the side. Breathe in as that knee comes back in. Breathing out as you swap over to the opposite side. Breathing in as you come back in. So I'm letting my right knee fall out, my left knee staying still. Breathe in as that leg comes back in. Obviously as my left knee falls out, my right knee staying completely stable. Breathing out as I bring the leg back in. Pelvic floor, lay, tummy are switched on. We'll do one more. Bringing the knee back into a line with your hips. We're then going to come into our shoulder bridge. So you're taking your head pillow out. If you need to place a pillow between your knees, then do to help control your leg position. Heels come a little bit nearer towards your bottom. Arms are back down by your side. Your chest is nice and open. You're taking a breath in. Breathing out again. You're tucking your tailbone under. Scoop your pelvis up. Peel up into your bridge position. Hold there as you take a breath in. And then breathing out, feed your spine bone by bone back down and back into your neutral position. So you're doing the same again. So you're tucking your tailbone under, really get a nice scoop up with the pelvis. Peel the spine up into your bridge position. Hold there as you take a breath in. And then breathing out again as you feed the spine bone by bone back down and back into your neutral position. So you're mobilizing through the whole spine, but you'll also feel your bottom muscles working. So it's a really functional exercise. You're strengthening the glutes, opening just a little bit through the front of the hips. Hold there as you breathe in and breathing out again as you mobilize back down. So we're going to do one more like this. So again, peeling the spine bone by bone up. Make sure you're not lifting too high. It's not lifting the ribs. Not lifting too high. Hold there for a breath in and then breathing out, rolling back down. So we're just going to add in a little bit more work for your glutes with the shoulder bridge. So you're coming back up into your bridge position. You're holding there. You can keep your hands down or you can have your arms lifted. And we're going to add in our hip twist. So you're taking a breath in, breathing out, let your right knee fall out to the side. Breathe in as you bring that knee back in. Breathing out, the left knee goes out. Breathe in as you come back in. So we're just adding in that hip twist that we've just done, but obviously up in a bridge position. If you're a little bit wobbly, you can place your hands back down. This is your stabilizers. And you're watching that your pelvis is staying level. So as your knee drops out to the side, you're not letting the whole spine collapse back down. You're keeping your hips and your pelvis lifted. So your body's staying completely straight. You should feel your bottom muscles working. They'll let you know that they're working. Okay, we'll do one more. Holding there for a breath in and then breathing out, melting the spine back down into the mat and coming back down to rest. We're going to come onto our abdo prep. So you might want to place your head cushion back under. You might be comfortable without it. You're linking your fingers, bringing your hands behind your head. Your elbows are slightly lifted. They're not down the floor up towards the ceiling. They're slightly lifted. Heels come a little bit further away from your bottom. You're in your neutral spine position. You're taking a breath in, breathing out, your center set. You bring your chin towards your chest and curl up into your abdo prep. You hold there as you breathe in and then breathing out, roll back down. Take a breath in, breathing out, curling up into your abdo-prep. Check your pelvic floor's lifted. Hold for a breath in, and then reverse the curl back down. So you are mobilizing a little bit through your upper back, but obviously you're strengthening through the pelvic floor, low tummy, and then into your sit-up muscles. Okay, we're going to do one more. So you're lifting up into your abdo-prep, coming back down. This time you're going to hold. So you come up into your abdo-prep, you hold. Take a breath in, breathing out. You're adding in your scissors legs. So one tabletop if you want to. So adding in scissors one. You're staying lifted in your abdo-prep. Or if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can start to come up into your double tabletop. Take a breath in, breathing out. That second leg floats back up. You alternate, of course, with the leg that you're lifting, and you're keeping your low tummy drawing in all the time. We're going to come into one more set. Alternating with the leg that's leading. And then we're going to finish off with some abdo press. You can keep your legs lifted in your tabletop, double, single, or place your feet back down and just come in to your abdo preps, whichever feels the right level for you. You shouldn't feel your neck and you shouldn't feel your low back working. Okay, we're coming into our last one. Lower the head back down. Of course, one leg comes back down at a time. Okay, from there we're going to turn over onto our side. We're going to come into arm circles lying down. So you might need a slightly bigger support under your head. Placing that pillow under your head at the front of the pillow. Your arms come out in front of you. Knees are bent up to 45 degrees. Your feet in line with your bottom. And of course your top hip is up towards the ceiling. You're in your neutral position. Hands on top of each other. Shorten the top arm slightly. Watch your top shoulder position. So you're taking a breath in. Breathing out, your centre's connected. You're lifting your hand up towards the ceiling. Turn to look towards your hand as you open the chest out. Breathe in. And breathing out, close the arm back down, relax the shoulder. So lifting your arm up again, you keep your hips pointing forward, opening out into that stretch as you breathe in, and breathing out, closing the arm back down. So remember, you're moving the chest, you're not trying to get the hand down, it's your chest that you're turning. We're going to do two more. If you feel really tight, you could hold in that stretch, take a breath in, and then breathing out, see if you can go any further. Breathe in, and then close back down. We'll do our last one. Holding, take a breath in, and breathing out, close the arm back down. Okay, before we do the other side, we're going to come onto our tummies and work our upper back and stretch through the upper back muscles. So you're lying down your tummy. You might want your little head support under your forehead. Hope you can hear me. So you're lying down, hands then come up by the side of your head, feet are hip width apart. Tuck your tailbone under, so you're setting your neutral position, so you'll feel your bottom muscles working. Shoulders are dropping down. We're coming into our breaststroke prep. So you take a breath in, breathing out. Engage your centre. Shoulders are dropping down. You're then lifting and hovering your breastbone. Keep looking down towards the floor. Take a breath in and breathing out, dropping the head back down. So shoulders aren't up here. Shoulders are dropping down. You're not forcing them down. They're sliding down into their rest position. Your centre's connected. You're lifting and hovering your breastbone as you take a breath in to hold and breathing out, lowering back down. All the time just watching your head position. So the movement comes from the breastbone. You're not lifting your head up. It's really bad for your neck. So your head follows the movement, but you stay looking down towards the floor. If that feels quite comfortable, you can start to add in a little bit of a stretch. So you lift and hold, you take a breath in, and then breathing out, you start to push with your hands. Let your hips drop down and you lift up into that cobra stretch. You hold for a breath in and breathing out, lower your spine back down. Center set, shoulders are set. Lift and hover the breastbone. And then breathing out, pushing up into that stretch. That needs to be pain-free. But everyone's backs like to come into this much of extension, so you might only want to come up slightly. You might not want to lift up at all. So you're just doing what feels comfortable for you. So it shouldn't feel painful. It should feel like a nice stretch. So you're stretching your tummy muscles and you're mobilizing through the upper back. So that's our last one. Lowering back down. Then we're going to come into our arm openings on the opposite side. So bringing yourself over with your head cushion, coming to lie down. At the front of the cushion, knees are bent up against 45 degrees. Your feet are in line with your bottom, arms out in front of you. Relax your top shoulder, check you're in your neutral position. Take a breath in. Breathing out, you're lifting your hand up. Turn to watch your hand. Keep your hips pointing forward as you open your chest out. Hold as you take a breath in and then breathing out. Rolling back round, dropping keep your shoulder all the time. So lifting up, turning to look towards your hand. Hips stay pointing forward. Open out into your stretch as you breathe in. And breathing out, closing the arm back down. So remember, it's your chest that's turning, your breastbone is turning up. Looking towards your hand, you'll probably feel that stretch through the front of the pecs. Hold there as you breathe in. Breathing out, closing back down. So we're coming into our last one. And then close your arm back down. Excellent, well done. I hope you enjoyed those stretches, and like I said at the beginning, you could then go on to do one of the other series, or you could do that as your cool down. Okay, thanks.